We're hot or we're cold. Hi there, Laura here. Today's video is going to be a collab video and I am collabing with Annette's Makeup Corner. Hi Annette. Really happy to be collabing with Annette today. She is a great person to go to if you want some inspiration on doing colourful eye makeup looks, and she does lots of reviews on her palettes and lots of makeup looks, and she's really fun to watch and very honest and down to earth. If something doesn't work, she will tell you it doesn't work, and I think it's really exciting. I've been watching her for ages, so I'm really excited to be able to collab with her. And we were having a talk about what we should do because we haven't got very many palettes the same, but we found one that was the same. But through talking about that, we decided to do a warm versus cold, or warm versus cool toned look. And I'm not quite sure how she's going to do it, but I'm going to do my face half and half. And I wanted to talk a bit about skin tones and things. I am a warm skin tone. I'm not sure about Annette, but she seems more of a cool skin tone to me, so it'll be interesting to see what she does. And I'm also an 80s girl. I was growing up in the 80s, as in my early 20s, because that's how old I am. And so I was around when it was all the rage to get your colours done. And I got my colours done. And I've still got the little thing that I got so many years ago, but it's rather beaten up and falling apart, and the kids when they were little drew on it and stuff. But I just wanted to show you, I suit muted warm tones, which means in those days they classed everything as in seasons. So I am an autumn. So these are, if I can spread them out, these are the kind of colours that suit me. So warm, muted tones. And that also means that colours that harmonise and go together will suit me more than colours that contrast, because my colouring all goes together. So my eyebrows and my eyes and my skin tone and my hair all kind of blend together rather than contrast. Whereas, say, my youngest daughter has got quite pale skin and very dark eyebrows, quite piercing looking eyes. So there's a greater contrast to her, and she looks better in more contrasting colours. So that's a little bit about the colour, and I wanted to just show you the difference wearing the right colour makes. So at the moment the only thing I've got done is my eyebrows, and I wanted to show you, this is a winter blue. So it's a clear blue, a clear cool blue. And if I put that on me, I hope you can see in the viewfinder, well, on screen, how it shows up my shadows and imperfections on my skin and makes my freckles stand out more. But if I put on a colour that suits me, like an orange, how my face just blends more. There's less dark circles and red bits and that. It all just sort of smooths out more. So wearing the right colours can make a difference in how you look. My husband is a winter, that's his winter coloured shirt, and when he wears khaki green, everyone says to him, "Are you sick?" Because it just washes him out and he looks terrible in it. so it's good to know what colours suit you and what don't. And I wanted to approach this video in a way of saying you can wear any colour. It's the tone of the colour, or it's the underlying base colour that you've got to look at. So whether it's pink or blue or green or orange, no matter what colour it is, there will be some version of that colour that you can wear and look good in. And so today I was thinking about my makeup collection and what colours have I most likely got, a cool and a warm, because I'm a warm skin tone, and I know I'm a warm skin tone. I don't have that many cool colours, but I decided in pink I could probably do one side cool and one side warm. So I'm going to do this side of my face in cool tones, and I'm going to do this side of my face in warm tones. And I'm predicting that this side of the face is going to look a lot better on me than this side of the face. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing silver on one and gold on the other side, is because if you're warm skin tone, then gold's supposed to suit you better, and if you're cool skin tone, then silver's supposed to suit you better. So that's why I did that. I was going to do my nails as well, but I ran out of time. So I'm going to start off with a transition shade in pink, and I wanted to show you the difference between a warm pink and a cool toned pink. So this here is a warm pink. This is in the BH Cosmetics Colour Festival palette, and it's called Groove. If you're wondering why my arm is already pink, it's because I started filming and then realised that I hadn't hit record. So I only thought I was recording. So then I had to wipe off all my swatches and start again. So here is my warm toned pink, and hopefully that's translating well on screen. Is a nice pink colour. And then I'm going to go into my Dream with a Vision palette by Makeup Obsessions, and I'm going to go into Dreamy, this colour here, and this is a cool toned pink. So that's what it looks like. So you can see the difference in a warm tone pink and a cool tone pink. I'm going to put it on my eyes and show you what it looks like there. So I've done my eyebrows and I've put my eye primer on, but I haven't set anything. And I'm going to put on this Groove colour on the warm side. And you can see that it looks pink, because colours also look different depending on the colours next to them. And then I'm going to go into this palette and get this Dreamy colour for the cool tone pink. So I've wiped my brush off, and I'm going to go into the cool tone pink. Now I still use cool tone colours even though I'm a warm tone skin tone, because I love all the colours and I can't resist. But I know, by knowing what colours suit me better, if I want to look my absolute best, I know which colours to go for, and also know how to mix colours to get the most out of it. So there's my warm side and there's my cool side. So now I'm going to go in and pick a darker pink to darken that up a bit. So I'm going to go into my Chi OMFG Toque, and I'm going to go for this pink here. So that's what that one looks like. So that is a cool tone pink. See how bright and pink that is. And a cool tone pink has more of a bluey base, and a warm tone pink has more of a yellowy base. And then I'm going to go in, juggling palettes here, another Chi one, and I'm going to go in with, plastic out, this pink here. So that's what it looks like. And next to that other pink, this one will look quite orangey, but it is actually a pink. But next to the other pink, it looks really orange. So I'm going to deepen up my look with that. So I'm going to find my brush. Here it is. So I'm going to go into the warm pink first, and I'm going to just deepen up my crease a little bit with that. I'm going to wipe off my brush, and then I'm going to go into the other palette and get that other pink for the cool side. So there's the cool side and the warm side. I feel like this is going to be a really long video. So I was talking about Annette earlier, but I don't know whether any of it actually got taped, so I might have to talk about her again. She's very hardworking, does tons and tons of different kinds of videos. Now, I'm going to go in with I'm trying to decide what I'm going to go in with. So I'm going to go for a warm shimmer for the first half of my lid. So I'm going into my BYS Peaches 2 palette, and I'm going to go into this colour here. And my arm is very pink now, so I'm going to swatch that down there so you can see it. So there it is there. And I'm going to go in with my Dream with a Vision palette and get this shimmery colour called Fantasy, which is a cool pink. That's what that one looks like. You can see very, very different shades of pink there. So it's this one and this one. So I'm going to put that on my lid. I'm going in with the Peaches BYS palette first. You can see how that all blends in, and it's reading pink. It's definitely pink. But when you look at this side, it's quite a different colour pink. So I'm going to go in and get the other pink. Wipe off my brush, and I'm going to put this one on here. So now, with this one on, this is looking very peachy now. Whereas before it was reading pink, but because it's right next to all this cool tone pink, it's looking very peachy. It's just interesting how it looks different. Whereas if I put my orange shirt down my face here, you can see it is reading pink when you put it next to orange. But when you put it next to this kind of pink, it reads orange or peach. So colours change depending on what you put them next to. And now I'm going to go in with some green. So these are the greens that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this green here as my cool green, and I'm going to use this green here as my warm green. So there's my warm green. So it's a yellowy green, khaki yellowy green. And this one is my cool green. And you can see that's a much bluer type of green. I almost used this one for my warm green, but I thought you wouldn't see enough difference in them to show up on camera, so that's why I didn't use it. So trying to mix warm and cool colours can be a problem, so I'm going to swatch this cool pink here. And for the greens, I'm going to use my cool green. So I've got my cool pink and I've got my cool green. Now, if I try and mix pink and green together, I'm going to get a pretty not very nice colour. So I'm getting an almost a cool grey in the transition here. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. So I've put the pink on the top and I put the green down the bottom, and then I mixed it in the middle. So this bit in the middle is the colours mixing together, and it's making a kind of a cool grey black, which isn't terrible. unless you didn't want that colour. So there's the cool pink next to the warm green, which the warm green looks brown next to that pink. Doesn't show very green. And so I think you can predict what's going to happen if you mix the cool green with that colour. You're going to get a brown. So I'm going to do the same on this arm, but I should have done it the other way around. Never mind. I'm going to do the same on this arm with the warm colours so you can see the difference. So my warm pink was in this palette. So even just swatching them next to each other, you can see, well, hopefully you can see how this green, which is the cool green, next to the warm pink, looks so much duller and less green. So I'm going to show you what happens when you try and mix that warm pink with that green as well. So that's what you end up with in the middle there when you try and mix the warm green with a cool, the warm pink with a cool green. You get a very muddy, not very nice looking colour compared to when you mix a cool pink with a cool green. And I'll do the same with the warm one. You get a much nicer transition. I hope you can see that. So this is the cool arm with the cool pinks. This is the one with the warm pinks. So I can't really put them side by side because I've swatched them weird. So you can see, hopefully, I'm hoping that'll show up on camera, how you can see if you're trying to mix colours that don't really mix well together, why you get muddy looking eyeshadow. Because if you try and mix a cool colour and a warm colour, you're going to get a muted colour. So I'm going to do the warm side first. I'm going to use this to, I'm going to use a different brush actually. I'm going to use this green to deepen up my pink. So that's what that looks like. And then I'm going to wipe off my brush and I'm going to use that other green to deepen up this side. So even though in theory if you mixed the pink and the green together you're not going to get a very nice colour, you can do it if you're using the right undertones. So you can see how that one's just really deepening up that pink. So it still goes together. Excuse me. So that was the Chi Enchanted palette. And for my brow bone, I'm going to use a cream for my warm side. And just put that up there. And then I'm going to go in with a shimmer cream just to do my highlight. On the other side I'm going to go in with a white. And then I'm going to go in with a shimmer white to just highlight the brow bone. So I hope you can see the difference in the colours, but how the cool colours all go together and the warm colours all go together. And you're not just getting confused with the fact that this side probably suits me a lot better than that side just because I'm a warm skin tone. So I'm going to go and do my base, and I'm not going to do a warm and cool side for my foundation because I only have warm tone foundations. I don't have any cool tone foundations. Hang on a minute. Oh, it'd be way too dark. I was going to say my daughter's got one up there and she's a cooler skin tone, but it'd be way too light and it will just look really weird. So I'll do my base and then I'll come back. So I've put my foundation and my concealer on, and I'm just gonna, I don't know whether this will make any difference, but I've got two different powders to use. So I've got my Master Fix from Maybelline, which is a white powder. It's supposed to be translucent, but it does show up a bit white, so I'm going to use that on my cool side. And I've got my banana powder from Australis, and I'm going to do that on my warm side. So Annette's a really hard working YouTuber. She's really taken off this year since I've been watching her. She was a fairly small channel, and now she's way up to over 7,000. And so she's really taking off, and deservedly so, because she works really hard and she does lots of great videos. She also does first impressions, tutorials, product reviews. She's done a few declutters, not many, but lots of collabs, challenges, palette bingos, hauls, chatty get ready with me's, tag videos. So she does lots and lots of different types of videos that are really fun to watch, and so she's got lots of variation on her channel, and I really enjoy watching her. And as I said, she's very down to earth and sweet and honest, and I really enjoy watching her. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline powder and do this side. Apparently I'm using a lot of powder today. Do it in a well-ventilated area, apparently. Dear, oh dear. So I don't know how much difference they would have made. I can see it in real life, but whether you can see it on camera or not, I don't know. So this is with the banana powder, and this is with the white powder. And I have powder over everything. Dear, oh dear. Now normally what I'd do next is my contour. Now contour is supposed to be more cool tone than warm tone, because you want it to mimic the colour of the shadow so that it looks natural, like a shadow, and not like a warm streak or something on your face. So I decided to use my OXX Studio contour, which is cool. It's a cool toned one. Well, you'll be able to see it with all that pink staining my arm. So can you see that? And then I'm going to use a cooler toned shadow for the one on the other side. So can you see the difference between this cooler toned contour and this contour? I hope you can. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've got two different contour brushes. I'm going to do the cool side first, because no reason. So I'll let you decide which one you think looks better. And then what I normally do after I've done that is I'll go in with a cream powder, which is hardly any left in this one, in my same brush, and I'll just run it underneath here just to smooth out that edge a bit so it's not so harsh. And for this side I'm going to use my white powder, but there's still some of the contour on, oh, that's the wrong powder. Use some of my white powder And there's still some of the contour on the brush, so it'll mix in a little bit with that. And I'm just going to put that under there, just to define that line and smooth out any harsh edges. So that's what that's looking like. Now, what I've been doing lately, because I've been panning a highlighter that is way too cool toned for me, I've been putting that on before I put my blusher and that on. So I'm going to do the same thing today, except I'll use this highlighter that's too white for me first. If I can get some on my brush because it's running out. For the other side, I'm going to go in with a warmer one that does suit me, so it's more of a cream than a cool white. So hopefully you can see that, how this one kind of just sinks into my skin more, and this one kind of doesn't. And then, so many palettes in front of me, hang on. And then I'm going to go in with my bronzer. Now for bronzer, I've got two different coloured bronzers here. One is a matte and one is a glowy, because I didn't have a warm and a cool the same. So this is my Revlon bronzer in Sun, and I'm going to use this as my cool bronzer. Hang on, I've still got swatches on my hand. So I do use this one, especially in the winter when I'm a bit paler. And it's not a really cool toned bronzer, because I don't have a really cool toned bronzer, but you'll see the difference in a minute. It's just slightly cooler than what this one is going to be. This is the Betty Lou Manizer from the Balm, which I can't open, which looks like this. So side by side, that's what they look like. And this one is a glowy one and this one is not, but I couldn't help it. So you can see this one is a lot warmer. It's a lot more yellow based. This one is a little bit more red based. So that's the difference. And I'm going to put that on. And then I'm going to do my blush. I'm going to do a LA Colours blush, because I've got lots of different tones of pink in here. And I think you can probably guess what I'm going to use. So this one here I'm going to use for my warm tone blush, and this one here I'm going to use for my cool tone blush. So see the difference? So that's the warm one and that's the cool one. These are quite pigmented, so I'm going to have to use a fairly light hand on here. So cool, warm. And I'll put my highlighter on later. I'm going to finish my eyes now, because I haven't finished those yet. It's going to have to be a lot of editing, I think, in this video, because it feels like it's really, really long. I feel like I've been here for ages. So I'm going to do some green liner under my eyes. I'm going to use a cool green on my cool side and a warmer green on my warm side. So here's my cool one. And I'm going to go over that with the different greens in here. So I'm going to use the warm green on this side. And I'm going to use the cool green on the other side. use the warm pink underneath. And the cool pink underneath this one. I'm going to tightline and put my mascara on. And then I'm going to do highlighter. Now I wanted to use the same kind of formula for the highlighters so that it wasn't too different. So we're looking at kind of same formula but different tones. So I'm actually going into the Revolution blush palettes. So for the warm one, I'm going to use this colour here as my highlight. See that I put it here. And for the cool one, I'm going to go into this one here, which is a much cooler kind of colour. If I can get it to show, I don't think you'll be able to see that on my wrist. So it's there, but it's kind of hard to see. And I've got so much pink on my fingers that it's not really showing up. So this is the warm one, and this is the cool one. So hopefully you'll be able to see some difference there. Now I'm going to do lipstick. So I only have one pink lip liner pencil. So I just use that all over. And for the warm side, I am going to use the Colorish Matte Blush in a Rush from L'Oreal, which looks like this. And for the cool side, I am going to use Maybelline Superstay in Burst of Coral, which looks like this. So, Burst of Coral. And this one is Blush in a Rush. And there is my warm colours and my cool colours. So they're all pink, but they're quite different. It was warm green and cool green. So which side do you like better? And which side do you think would suit you more? Because just because this side I think suits me more doesn't mean that those are the colours that will suit you more, because you'll have a different skin tone to me. So it was a really fun little experiment and showing you what the different colours are. Thank you, Annette, for collabing with me. I really had fun doing this. And now I'm going to go and have my lunch looking very weird. But I think you can tell that just the different tones make a huge difference, even though it's all the same colours. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time.